Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Kiki Sparkles.
Hello.
And today was the blessed day. It was Disney's Q1 earnings call.
I forgot.
Which we forgot all about.
I was busy yelling about comics.
Yeah, so we were doing other videos and it's like, oh yeah, I guess that's today, isn't it? So we're going to talk about this because for those of you hoping Bob Chapek was going to get fired, yeah, there's no way in hell they're going to fire Bob Chapek after today. They actually did very, very well. And I'm kind of scratching my head because I'm not understanding fully where these numbers are coming from.
It is a little weird, but it was like they won their second or something like that biggest, quarter, going on. And this was from the end of 2021, so October 2021 through January of 2022. And they did $7.2 billion in just the parks.
And I'm not complaining. I mean, people are going to think I'm angry. I'm like, we have Disney stock.
Yeah, we made money.
So it's gone up 8% after hours. I'm sure tomorrow there's going to be a little more money, a little more money in the Mickey account. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Which we'll go spend someplace else.
We'll go spend on something else. Yeah.
But yeah, people are complaining, and there's been a lot of complaints lately about the parks and the overcrowding and things that I think are completely true. But they're not going to change it because they have zero incentive to change it. And there's reasons why the price, the amount of money per capita spending went up 40%. Shocker when you start charging things like that was free before.
So we're gonna talk about this because it does sound like Disney is getting more blood out of the same amount of stones, except for these Disney Plus subscribers, which I gotta wonder. I don't listen to the call, but I have to wonder if this isn't the Hulu. Or partially the Hulu subscribers that were basically
they're rolling them together,
forced to subscribe to Disney Plus, and that would be about a quarter of Hulu's sub. I think they have like 43. I think I read it was like 43 million Hulu subs. About a quarter of those subscribe to the bigger package, TV package. So
yeah, so it could be because of that too. Who knows? But before we get into it any further,
please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 256,000 subs.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much for the support. We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years. People think we hate on Disney, but if Disney does well, we do well.
Well, it's about being honest, not about hating on it. Oh, I also want to point out that make sure you're still subscribed, because not just to our channel, to all your channels you subscribe to, because it is February, which means they are doing audits at YouTube.
It's the purge.
And people often get unsubscribed from channels they legitimately are subscribed from, be it ours or other ones you watch. So make sure you check that. Anyway, so yes, I did a story on this because the big takeaway was that they outperformed the Disney Plus expectations, which makes zero sense.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
Other than what you said.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because I'm like, why would they have this sudden jump in subs? Because there really wasn't anything on that was worth subscribing specifically for.
No.
I could imagine that the Hulu subscribers, they would count those. But
yeah, I mean, the Book of Boba Fett was in there, and so was Hawkeye in that quarter, but I don't think that would be enough to warrant like 11 million extra subs. They might have rolled. No, I don't have the data in front of me. They might have rolled out in some more markets too. If that was overall, not just domestic, I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. That could be the case. But what most people are talking about is the huge amount of parks money. Okay?
Yes.
7.2 billion. 40% increase as compared to pre-pandemic Disney. And they were bragging about that crap then, and like Pat Niger on the back then. Now, a lot of the issue, there's a couple things that I think they're coming into play. One, they raised the prices on how much stuff and cut down the sizes. Food shrunk, prices went up. They raised the prices on, tickets and things that they started throttling the annual pass amounts to make sure you had to buy daily tickets. Their park pass reservation that they love lets them limit certain groups to so many people of the capacity. So, I'm sure they're probably shrinking down the amount of annual pass holder spaces available in lieu of the daily ticket holder ones.
Yeah. So, and this is important to remember too. This is per capita is up 40%. Not they're up 40% in overall revenue, but each individual.
Right. But they hit like really high rates on the revenue for the parks. And there's also the big thing is they're the Genie Plus. That's what they're
Yeah.
pushing. Now, 50% of the guests are using Genie Plus. That's probably true because basic Genie Plus is free.
Mm.
I wouldn't recommend using it, but it's free. But then you have the Lightning Lane and the pay to ride.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they go to Disney, especially if they haven't been there in a while, or they're always upselling you. So probably like, oh, well, I guess I got to do this. I'm already $5,000 to $10,000 into this trip, so what's another couple of hundred to make sure we get to ride the new rides?
And the crowd levels. People are complaining about the wait times and the crowd levels. Well, look, think about it though. If Disney wants you to pay the extra money to get to the front of the line access, doesn't it behoove them to make sure there's a shit ton of people there and the lines are long so that you will splurge on that extra money so you can go ride it faster and then go do something else?
That is like some of the lines I've been in. Universal did this a lot. They would have the little drink stations as you were waiting for Halloween Horror Nights. Like, oh my God, guys, it's so hot and we've got ice cold Coke and beer like on every turn as you're waiting 3 hours to get into Stranger Things. Golly, so hot. Oh, and the fans are broken too. Oh, don't you want one of these $8 beers? Yeah,
that's
you
like
do.
we went to the movie theater to see one of the Star Wars films.
I think it was Attack of the Clones.
And the heat in the theater kept going up, and there was more people coming in, but it wasn't just that.
No,
the air conditioner was completely turned off, and the heat kept going hotter and hotter and hotter, and then they'd come in being like, "Oh, we have really cold beverages."
Yep.
And then as soon as the movie started, suddenly, amazingly, got cool in there again.
Yeah, they did. It was like they were jacking up the heat, and then they were bringing in the drinks, and they were like $3 or $4. I mean, this is 20 years ago. They were like $3 or $4 each. But I'm thinking, yes, it's kind of like Ghostbusters too. It's like, okay, take away the puppy.
Yes, that's basically
take away the air conditioning and see how it goes.
People are complaining about these lines, and they're complaining about the cost. They're complaining about all this stuff, but they still keep going.
Yeah,
and enough so that the takeaway for Disney is, hot damn, we can give you less. Pocket that money, charge you more, and you'll still come, and we'll still make record profits.
Yeah, so for all the people that are like, oh, we're going to get rid of Bob Chapek, all the board is going to look at is the revenue.
Yeah, they went up on Disney Plus subscribers, and which is their two metrics they look at all the time. Well, there's actually, I think the cinema they do too, which Spider-Man, even though it was mostly Sony, they're counting that as Disney win.
Oh, yeah.
So the movie is up with Spider-Man. The Disney Plus subscribers miraculously went up, even though every other subscription service went down. And then you have the 40% increase and the huge $7.2 billion in one quarter for Disney. Now, Grant, that started like when the 50th started too. So people were coming in for the 50th, and that might balance out some. But they're going to keep doing this. And the problem is now they hit this record, they have to maintain that or hit a higher record next time. So what are they going to do now? Make you pay to go to the bathroom? You have to pay for Lightning Lane to get early access if it's an emergency?
If it's a real emergency, yeah.
Yeah, you have to go pee. So that's okay. You can get to the front of the line, pay $20.
Mickey's Tinkle Time ticket.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. And they're going to keep shrinking the food. They're going to keep raising the prices. They usually do a ticket increase around this time of year. So we're waiting to see that. I'm sure that's coming.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be like, this is great. Now, how much more blood can we get out of these stones? Because that's literally what they do. And they've
been doing before the pandemic.
Yeah, before the pandemic. And even before Bob Chapek was CEO, they started this. And so here's the thing. For all the people that want Bob Chapek gone, we said this in yesterday's video, you're going to have to stop spending money with Disney for that to happen. Basically, the company is going to have to be either he's going to have to be in a major scandal, which I don't think so. He seems too boring to be.
It's quiet ones, though.
That's true. Or the company has to take a catastrophic nosedive, which they have not done. So
no, their stocks just went through the roof. So they're not going to listen to get rid of Bob, because I mean, even though not everything that has come down the pipeline that has worked out has been on, based on something he planned. Yeah, he's the one that's going to behoove that because it's going to impact his. It's going to come under his name. That this big thing happened and he's in charge. So it's going to be much harder to oust the dude at this point.
Oh, absolutely. So this is coming from CNBC, which weirdly enough is a rival.
But they always cover Disney and they always have Chapek on their live thing.
Absolutely. They always do, like if they're going to make a big announcement or a big stock announcement on CNBC, but that's owned by Comcast.
I know, I don't understand that.
I have no idea. I don't know. Disney makes up ground on Netflix with blowout Disney Plus subscriber ads. Again, I'm trying to figure out exactly where they're coming from.
Well, remember too, they had that. Didn't they have a deal for like a month? You'd get Disney Plus for like a year for like a really reduced rate and stuff.
I think it was around the holidays.
Yeah, so they had that too. So when they had the bomb from the last like earnings call, they went and did all these promotions. I know they did promotions, and then they had the Hulu thing where you get the bundle, but you automatically get Disney Plus and ESPN. And even though it doesn't cost much more, those count as subscribers, even if there's not money there. So it doesn't mean they made the money.
Right. Streaming wars are heating up. Disney added 11.8 million Disney Plus subscribers globally.
Oh, globally, yes. They opened other markets, which they were going to do.
Yep, in the fiscal first quarter, topping the average analyst estimate of 7 million, according to Street Account. Well, I think they downgraded that because last time it was abysmal. They only had like 2 million.
But they probably shot low to make it look like they were bigger than they were.
That sent shares rocketing up about 8% in extended trading, as investors were at least temporarily reassured about the health of the streaming industry after Netflix forecasted a growth slowdown. Because Netflix is pretty much everybody who wants Netflix has Netflix. I mean, globally, like that is it. CEO Bob Chapek reaffirmed the company's target of reaching 230 million to 260 million Disney Plus subscribers by 2024.
Well, that is what they've been saying.
Yeah. Disney has 129.8 million Disney Plus subscribers globally, including Hotstar, which is 45.9 million of the total.
Yeah,
so
but you also get like Hotstar in India. You get it for like a fraction of the cost. It's like pennies on the dollar. It's like the price.
45 cents per person.
Compared to over here in other countries, you know.
Yeah, so Netflix added 8.3 million new subs last quarter, bringing us global total of 222 million. Netflix shares fell more than 20% after the company said it expects just 2.5 million
Here's the
subs.
thing. I don't think Disney's going to hit that target. Not legitimately. I'll tell you why. Because Netflix has only had that much after being around this long. And they're in the same markets. Disney's going to run out of markets to roll out into. And they're going to start raising the prices because they have to keep these record money coming in to get those, their butts in the seats, for their board seats and high positions. So I don't think they're gonna keep that many subscribers.
Yeah, I think this might be a bump for a number of reasons. I mean, eventually they are going to hit a ceiling because unlike Netflix, Disney Plus is PG-13 content at most, and Netflix
not other places. Tom and was it Pam and Tom or Tommy or whatever that show is?
Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus in the UK.
Oh, really?
As is the Kardashians is coming to Disney Plus in the overseas.
Oh, that's interesting. So I gotta wonder if they're not gonna have the R-rated version, the adult version.
They can age it up other places.
They can,
but they're putting it on Hulu here. So I don't know. But they're really focused on Disney Plus numbers. And we do know that they did the thing where they were giving out the big deal. And then we know that they were doing the thing like you mentioned, where they rolled them all together. And it's like, if you already had the bundle, you automatically got upgraded to Disney Plus, even if it didn't make any more money, but it counts as subscribers.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens next quarter. Can't
wait to see what they do to gouge park guests next.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because that's what they're doing. They're basically like, well, we have a finite number of people that can afford to visit Disney parks, so we just charge them all more.
Mickey ears, $50.
Yeah, oh my God.
Spirit jerseys, 100 and something.
Well, the Mickey ears are what, like $32?
They're like 30 now. They were like 22, like 99, like just a few years ago, and then they went to 25. Now like 30 some. Oh, and then they have those ones that are like $1,000 ones.
Oh my God.
They're like they're blinged out, and I love that they do this. Oh, it's bejeweled with crystals and plastic.
So
$1,000.
When I was a kid, I think they were $10, but they were just basic.
Yeah, I mean they're fancier now, but it's getting ridiculous, and it doesn't help that like when things like the Figment popcorn bucket craze came, they're just like damn well they're going to shell out a bunch more Figment popcorn buckets. They'll change a color somewhere on it and shell it out.
That's why the stock went up.
The Figment buckets. I'm just saying they just bilk this stuff to no end, but I'm still waiting for things like they're going to find ways to gouge guests in the park. We already have to, if you want Fast Pass, it was free. You have to pay for the lightning lane or then pay per ride if you want that. And then, or you have to wait in these long lines that they're not going to do it. It doesn't do them any good to do anything about the lines. No. Because they get all that money from people they're over packing into the parks. And then the longer people have to wait in line, the more likely they're going to do the upcharges. And then they'll probably find a way to raise the prices on drinks, which they've already been doing, or raise the price on you know, different things. They'll have like some new like special after hours something that you can pay $80 a person to go touch a fountain or something, or stand near something in the shade or something stupid.
I thought you were going someplace else with that. Pay $80 a person to go touch a.
Well, you know, the characters anymore, you cannot get close to them. You only can take pictures of them from distance because of COVID and social distancing. So if you pay $80 a person, you can get actually go get a hug from Mickey Mouse. Let the plebs take pictures, you know, in their, you know.
God, this is
selfie pictures, but you get to go get a hug from Mickey himself.
Just watch where that big gloved finger goes.
In your wallet. It goes in your pocket, picks it out, empties it, and then puts it back in.
Mickey's trying to grope my kid. No, he just wants your money, lady. He just wants your money. That's all. That's all he's looking for. No, here's the thing. There is zero incentive for Disney to change anything.
They're winning by doing this. Giving you less saves them money. Raising the prices, they get to keep more of that money.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation. You know, I mean, people get mad. They're like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to boycott. I'm like, frankly, not enough people are boycotting. Not enough people are withholding their wallets, obviously.
I want to also point out that he made this comment too, and he's not wrong. This is the numbers and the increase on the park revenue without the international guests, because they've been limited with travel.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, because I've seen these deals they're offering. They offer, like people in the UK and stuff, these ridiculous deals where if you stay 2 weeks, you get like a fraction of the cost of the people stateside have to pay. And that's why they come over in droves, because they might have to pay for this flight and everything, but they're getting such a great deal. Well, you pay for like 5 days, they might get a week and a half out of. So they're going to be bringing them in, and with all these special deals, they were like even offering like food, like meal vouchers and stuff, almost like the meal plans.
Yeah.
I mean, they start adding meal plans again, that's going to bring in money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's without the international guests.
Yeah, and that was a huge part of their revenue. So it's I mean, it is what it is. You know, if people want to, and I know a lot of people were angry about Bob Chapek, but again, you know, the board's going to look at this. I guarantee you.
After this, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. That might have been the plan, you know, to make sure that he gets another however many years. There's zero incentive for them to change anything.
And they already made sure that Christine McCarthy's already got hers locked down. They said all the creative executives already have their contracts renewed recently.
That includes Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes, that basically just means the only one that hasn't is Chapek. And short of like 3/4 of the stockholders turning on Disney, they're not going to get rid of him because they're getting rich, and that's what they care about.
That is it. Do you think they're going to oust him when the stock goes up? They're not. I mean, I'm even looking at this like, I mean, it's so funny because people are like, you're just monetizing Disney hate. It's like, bitch, please, Disney does well. We're monetizing that shit too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we didn't find out what Iger walked away with, but we know it was like multi-millions.
Oh, millions upon millions.
Millions is what he walked out with. And and even then, they still are up for like this big revenue boost. So anyway, there you have it.
There you go, guys.
It is what it is. You know, I mean, it's good for people who want to make money off of Disney. It's bad for people who want to go to Disney and not spend their entire life savings doing so. I fully expect to see wealthy people rewarded more and more with like upcharges. We already know if you stay at the deluxe resort, you get special after hours access that the plebs don't get, and all this other shit. So I fully expect more and more of that.
Yep. So there we go, guys. It's dismal Disney in the fact that if you were expecting change, you're not going to get any. You know, and they may change one of these days, but they need a financial incentive to do so.
Because they only care about the investors.
That is right. All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.